Shane Van Gisbergen just finished 5th at North Wilkesboro, beating Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, and Ross Chastain to be the top Chevrolet on track. But in the middle of that strong run, he pointed to one specific weakness that's still holding him back. Stick around because he told us exactly what it is. And hey, real quick, if you are a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation news is just getting started. We are pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live the sport every week. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with the big result. Shane Van Gisbergen came home 5th at North Wilkesboro Speedway, and he did it as the best Chevrolet in the field. That means he outran Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, and Ross Chastain on that night. For a guy who came into NASCAR known as a road course specialist, that's a statement. But here's the thing, SVG isn't ready to call himself a finished product. In fact, he was pretty direct about where he still struggles. I am still weak on intermediates. I think that's probably my lowest rank. That's SVG's own words. He says intermediate tracks remain the toughest part of his NASCAR education, even with his oval performances improving and quieting a lot of the doubters out there, and the numbers back that up. In his last 10 starts on intermediate style tracks, he's only picked up 2 top 10 finishes. He was 4 laps down at Las Vegas, finishing 36th, and he had a similar finish at Kansas later this season. You know, that matters a lot right now because of where Trackhouse stands as a team. They've been searching for consistent speed across the board this year, and at the moment, SVG looks like their best shot at making the chase. The good news, after North Wilkesboro, he climbed to 14th in the points standings. That puts him just 2 spots away from the cut line. And here's why that run needs to continue. 1. 5-mile tracks, the intermediates are going to make up a big chunk of the postseason championship battle, so that weakness he mentioned is going to get tested a lot down the stretch. Now, let's go back to North Wilkesboro itself. Because even though he finished 5th, he was honest that he didn't have what it took to run down Logano for the win. He simply didn't have the pace or the balance to compete at that level on that day. What he did have was comfort on short tracks, and it comes down to his braking technique. I tried to right foot braking for a bit. Half of the race, I right foot braked, and I just feel comfortable doing that. It's a real balance track, and you can really affect the car with your driving technique, so I felt comfortable doing that. And that's when things got interesting for him. At one point during the race, he actually took the lead, and by his own admission, he wasn't quite prepared for that moment. When I took the lead, I got pretty excited. I didn't know what to do. Just amazing to get stage points in both stages. I threw it away, lead, in the last corner on the first stage, but it's awesome racing up front. For a driver who was labeled just a road course ringer not too long ago, that's a pretty big shift. So what's next for the number 97 team? Their focus now turns to Indy, Iowa, and Richmond. And there's a bit of a cushion built in too. They still have 2 more short track races coming up before the regular season wraps up at Daytona. Right now, of all the Trackhouse cars, SVG's path into the chase looks like the most realistic shot the organization has this season. So here's a question for you. Do you think SVG can turn that intermediate weakness around before the playoffs start? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed this one, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the NASCAR Nation news family. We'll see you in the next one.